And now for a closer look at what's making news in the world of politics this morning, starting with the race that's heating up for a seat in the Georgia State House.
NBC News political reporter Megan Leibowitz joins us now with the latest. Megan, good morning.
Hey, Savannah and Jessica, good morning. Let's kick things off in Georgia, where Democrats saw gains in a Georgia State House race this week. It looks like a Democrat flipped a seat that President Trump won by double digits last year. Now, NBC hasn't projected a winner, but the margins are outside the threshold for a recount. So why does this matter? Well, it's the latest in a series of elections across the country where Democrats have boosted their margins since last year's elections. Next, let's head north to New York City, where there's a new primary challenge to keep an eye on. New York City Comptroller Brad Lander announced he was running for Congress, challenging Congressman Dan Goldman for his seat. Lander ran for mayor this year, and when he dropped out, he threw his support behind now Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani. Now Mamdani, as well as progressive senators Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, announced they were endorsing Lander. Goldman said in a local interview that he welcomed Lander to the race and wasn't really thinking about the challenge right now. Finally, let's go to the State Department, which is taking aim at the Calibri font. You heard that right. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced that diplomats would have to use Times New Roman font, reversing a Biden administration directive to use Calibri. Now, the Biden administration had made the initial switch to Calibri for accessibility reasons because it's a sans serif font, which basically means it doesn't have those extra wings and edges on letters. But Rubio announced the move back to Times New Roman in a memo titled Return to Tradition. He wrote, quote, "Switching to Calibri achieved nothing except the degradation of the department's official correspondence." And that's a look at what is making news in politics this morning, guys.
All right, Megan, thank you.
Who would have thought? Poor Calibri.